Hey guys, this video is going to be talking about static methods and static variables within classes. We've run into this problem in class sometimes where you've started making a program and you've written methods and you can't use certain variables inside methods because it says that they're not static, and then you kind of make stuff static and you kind of just feel icky about it because you don't know what's going on or why that's the case. Let's see if we can get like a concrete example and kind of understand what Java's trying to let you know is the problem. So I've just kind of sort of fleshed out this baseball player class. So these are individual properties of baseball players. These are sort of object fields. Every baseball player will have a jersey number and a batting average and a name. And this is the constructor for the baseball player. So you'll have your jersey number passed in at construction time, and your batting average passed in, and your name passed in, and those will be assigned to those fields, right? So these are individual properties. So in my driver class here, I have created a guy named Tommy. I have a little error here. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's see if we can fix this. This is spelled jersey number. This is jersey number. Okay, maybe I just need to save what's going on. So you guys are going to run into this stuff all the time. See if you can just troubleshoot it. Let's try to write this again. See if I can't fix it. Tommy dot jersey number. Okay, so I still have problems here. Am I spelling something wrong? That's common. So this dot jersey number equals jersey number? Well, we should get that. So I don't know what's going on. Let's see if we can just kind of like print this. So I don't want you guys to get too intimidated when you guys see this stuff, because there's always a reason. Let's see if we can ask for Tommy's jersey number. Okay, now it works. Not really sure why that did that. I think it was just kind of confused or something. So let's print Tommy's jersey number. We should get, if you kind of look up in the constructor, it's 12. 12 is the jersey number indeed. So that jersey number belongs to Tommy. So let's make something that doesn't necessarily belong to the baseball player itself. It belongs to the class, okay? Like maybe we make a something that's about the whole class, right? Something, so these below here belong to baseball players in general, right? So for example, all baseball players will have a, let's call it like what you swing, right? I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing this together here. And it's going to be a bat, right? Every baseball player swings a bat. Since this doesn't belong to just a single baseball player, it belongs to everybody. This is why we use static, right? So you can kind of think of these variables as something that are shared by the whole class. And if you want to kind of like have a deeper understanding here, there really is only one of these variables. What you swing is not duplicated for every baseball player you make. This static variable is the same for every baseball player. It's like the same exact variable, right? So I don't even need a baseball player to ask what a baseball player swings. Okay, so let's kind of look at that. So here I needed to create Tommy in order to look at his jersey number. But I don't need a baseball player at all in order to look at what a baseball player swings, right? So I can ask the baseball player class what you swing, right? Let's take a look, and we get a bat, okay? So some people are going to, so that's kind of like the intro to what a static variable is. So what is a static method then? Right, well, let's just kind of stick with this, right? So you can think of static methods in the same way that you think of static variables. It's not a method that a single baseball player would have. It's a method that the entire baseball player class would have, or that all baseball players have. So when we make static methods, get what you swing is just going to return, I need a return type. I'm going to return a string. Get what you swing will return what you swing. And what is this talking about? Need the word return. Man, it is late. I need to chill. Okay, so what you swing is clearly talking about this is the only variable that we have. This is a static method, this is returning a static variable, right? So if you're going to talk about something that that all baseball players have and a method that is going to be used by what all baseball players use, or then we need to return something that is also static, right? So we can call this as well, right? We can call get what you swing, and it's gonna. This is just a common getter method. Let's see if I can get a shortcut here. Since it's so late, I can't like think very straight. So this is going to get the exact same output as before. It's not too surprising. But the key here being is that static methods, you don't even need a baseball player, right? I don't even need a baseball player to ask what a baseball player swings. As a matter of fact, I could actually create a baseball player, right? Let's create one. Let's do this quick. Baseball player. Jenny was a new baseball player. Jenny's number will be 13. Her batting average will be 560. She's having a good year. And her name will be Jenny. I can also ask her what she swings. That's no problem, right? I can ask her what she swings. Hey, Jenny, what do you swing? Right? And that's not going to be a problem, right? So I can still get what Jenny swings, and it's going to be what everybody swings. It's going to be what Tommy swings, and what even no baseball player in particular is going to swing. It's something that all baseball players do. But if I go down here and I try to make a static method, right? Think about this. This is going to be a problem, okay? So what if I wanted to get an int, get jersey number? See if you can kind of figure out what the problem is here. And I want to return this jersey number. This doesn't really make sense, right? Does it? So it's like, you said static, which is like no baseball player in particular, but then inside you're asking me for a particular baseball player's jersey number. I can't do that, right? Remember, static methods should be able to be executed even when there is no instance of this class. So how could you refer to this when you're not talking about any particular baseball player? So you can think about it static as something that needs to be belong to the class itself, and there's only one of them, right? So I should never be talking about this jersey number, which varies between baseball players. This jersey number is a member field. This should not be a static method. So if I dump the word static here, then it will assume that this variable will be run by a particular player. Does that make sense now? So when we don't have the word static, it is going to be assumed that this is run by a particular player, right? So now I go back here, I can, Jenny can get her jersey number, right? So system out. Dude, my shortcuts, come on, bro. I can get Jenny's jersey number. And that's a method, right? Probably a poorly named method. Oops, see, I didn't even say get before it. There we go. So now she's going to get what she swings, and she's going to get her jersey number. So remember, particular instances of a class can call static methods. That's fine. And particular instance of a class can call instance methods, right? So they can call methods that talk about particular characteristics of that particular player, but it doesn't go the other way around, right? I can ask the class as a whole. I can ask the class as a whole, baseball player, get what you swing. I'm allowed to do that because remember, this is static. It doesn't even need a particular instance to call it, but I cannot ask the baseball player. Remember, I'm not talking about any particular baseball player here. I'm just asking the class. Look, it's not even available. I can't get jersey number. It's not even like an option. And that makes sense, right? Because I need to be talking about a particular player, right? It's going to be like, no, you can't do that. Check it out. Let's see what the explanation is. You can't make a static reference to a non-static method, right? So it's saying that like that method is reserved for like particular players, not as like a baseball player class, right? So hopefully that kind of helps you understand why static methods need to use static variables in them and not instance variables. We run into problems like logically. So hopefully that kind of clears it up a little bit, probably a little bit long-winded, but maybe that will help you out as you're designing your classes and your methods. Thanks for your time and happy coding, everybody.